Trump loves to talk about fake news, and so today he decided to make his own very big contribution to fake news by stepping into the Rose Garden with Mitch McConnell and pretending to be fake friends.
Looked like a hostage video to me today in the Rose Garden.
My relationship with this gentleman is outstanding, has been outstanding.
We're together totally on this agenda to move America forward.
I have a fantastic relationship with the people in the Senate and with the people in Congress. I mean, I have with our House of Representatives.
With an exception few of Bob Corker, Jeff Flake, John McCain, Lisa Murkowski, Susan Collins, and, Mitch McConnell.
What would be helpful is if the president would actually get out of the way and allow the Senate to do its work.
He served up, as you may have heard, this false claim that President Obama did not call families of fallen soldiers.
He has no soul.
Did we elect the worst person on this planet?
Despite what we read, we're probably now, I think, at least as far as I'm concerned, closer than ever before.
The President of the United States had a meeting today, followed by a press conference that no other president in history has ever had to have. The majority leader of the Senate had a meeting today, followed by a press conference that no other majority leader of the United States Senate has ever had to have in the history of the Senate. The president and the Senate majority leader are both in the same political party, but they had to have a meeting today, followed by a press conference, to try to prove that they don't hate each other. And I mean hate each other with every fiber of their being. But we know that Donald Trump has given Mitch McConnell more reason to hate him than any president has ever given a Senate majority leader. And we know that Donald Trump uses Twitter as a tool of his hatred, and that no president has ever launched public attacks on the Senate majority leader of his own party until now. Can you believe that Mitch McConnell, who has screamed repeal and replace for 7 years, couldn't get it done? Must repeal and replace Obamacare! Exclamation point. And of course, the only problem I have with Mitch McConnell is that after hearing repeal and replace for 7 years, he failed. That should never have happened! Exclamation point. Here is the first lie of many lies that President Trump told in the Rose Garden today.
I just want to say that we just spent quite a bit of time inside with the Senate Majority Leader, Mitch McConnell, who has been a friend of mine for a long time, long before my world of politics, early into his world of politics, I think. But we've been friends for a long time. We are probably now, despite what we read, we're probably now, I think, at least as far as I'm concerned, closer than ever before. And the relationship is very good.
Closer than ever before. This was an emergency meeting at the White House today. It was an emergency meeting of a political party in crisis, a crisis of chaos. It was an emergency meeting to tell that lie that you just heard, that Mitch McConnell and Donald Trump are friends. Never been closer. Because this weekend, Steve Bannon, who went from running a right-wing, hate-driven website to the Trump campaign, to the Trump White House, and is now back at that website, said that he will oppose any Republican senator's re-election if that senator does not attack Republican Senator Bob Corker, pledge to support the elimination of filibusters in the Senate, and pledge to vote against Mitch McConnell for majority leader.
All of you folks that are so concerned that you're going to get primaried and defeated, there's time for mea culpa. You can come to a stick and condemn Senator Corker. And you can come to a microphone, and you can say, I am not going to vote for Mitch McConnell for majority leader. And you can come to a stick and you can say, I'm going to do away with the filibuster so the president can implement his program.
You have never seen that before. This is the worst chaos that has ever existed in modern political parties. Will Rogers once famously said, I am not a member of any organized political party, I am a Democrat. And it is true that for most of the 20th century, the Republican Party was more disciplined than the Democratic Party. The first time an incumbent president was challenged for renomination within his own party, it was a Democrat who did that. Eugene McCarthy ran against his old friend, President Lyndon Johnson, for the 1968 Democratic nomination. But Gene McCarthy had one rule when he started that campaign: he would not attack the president personally. No one has ever quit working in a senior advisory role in a Democratic White House and then instantly begun attacking the Democratic leader of the Senate or the Democratic leader of the House of Representatives. We have never seen this kind of open public chaos in a political party. And anyone who tries to compare any of the stresses within the Democratic Party to what's happening within the Republican Party now is just wrong. Totally and wildly wrong. There is no comparison. There has never been chaos like this in a political party because Donald Trump has never been the highest ranking member of a political party until now. This is Trumpian chaos that you are watching. Mitch McConnell has served 32 years in the United States Senate, 1/3 of that time as the Republican leader in the Senate, and this is his first year of chaos in the United States Senate. There are some Democrats in the Senate who have vehemently opposed everything that Mitch McConnell has ever tried to do in the Senate, but all of those Democrats recognize that Mitch McConnell is a careful and deliberate and formidable Senate strategist. And those Democrats know that no Republican leader of the Senate has ever bent and contorted the rules of the Senate to favor